I won't just survive. Oh, you will see me thrive. Can write my story. I'm beyond the archetype. I won't just conform. No matter how you shake my core, 'cause my roots, they run deep. Oh, you have so little faith. Don't doubt it, don't doubt it. Victory is in my veins. I know it, and I will not negotiate. I'll fight it, I will transform. When the fire's at my feet again, and the vultures all start circling, they're whispering, you're out of time, but still I rise. This is no mistake, no accident. When you think the final nail is in, think again. Don't be surprised, I will still rise. I must stay conscious through the madness and chaos. So I call on my angels. They say, oh, you have so little faith. Don't doubt it, don't doubt it. Victory is in your veins. You know it, and you will not negotiate. Just fight it, and be transformed. 'Cause when the fire's at my
been putting off dreams of investing in the next Bitcoin bull run, which is starting right now, because you just don't know where to begin? Well, why don't you enjoy a 7-day free trial to Bitcoin University Weekly, the online Bitcoin education course from Bitcoin University. Start your 7-day free trial at Bitcoin University with the video Start Accepting Bitcoin in just 3 minutes. And you'll also receive the book 30 Ways Bitcoin Changes the Future of Money, absolutely free. Here's what people who use Bitcoin University have to say.
I would 10 out of 10 recommend Bitcoin University to my family and friends.
Bitcoin University.
Bitcoin University is the way to go.
I would recommend Bitcoin University to my friends and family. They're the masters and they're the ones to try.
In the weeks to come, get more amazing content from your Bitcoin University weekly subscription for just $9.95 a week. Cancel anytime. Visit BitcoinUniversityWeekly.com and discover all that Bitcoin can do for you.
Hi, I'm Amy Gonzalez. Have you heard the term Bitcoin before? And I've always been curious about what Bitcoin is or how Bitcoin works for so many people.
And I'm Evander Smart, your Bitcoin professor here at Bitcoin University. If you'd like to learn more about simply the greatest invention and the greatest investment of the 21st century, Bitcoin, you're in luck. Today is your lucky day.
We see you already have a seat, so grab your phone, text a friend, and let them know that we are discussing all the wonderful things a Bitcoin can do for you. Your free Bitcoin University lesson starts right now.
Let's go.
Imagine if you combined the internet, PayPal, and gold into one global financial network. Anyone on earth can use it. No one can corrupt it. Transactions happen instantly. It only costs pennies to use, and you own an asset that grows in value forever. This is the future of money. This is Bitcoin. Maybe you have heard the term Bitcoin before, but don't know much about it. Well, let's get you some facts about how powerful a Bitcoin really is.
Did you know that Bitcoin owners during the pandemic made returns of over 145%? Did you know that over the last 10 years, Bitcoin rose in value over 1,240x, making it by far the best investment of the last decade? And did you know that Bitcoin is used by over 100 million people around the world? If you did not know these important facts, maybe you should know more about what a Bitcoin can do for you.
Some of the world's greatest brands like AT&T, Microsoft, and even Elon Musk have used Bitcoin to grow their business. If it's good enough for them, maybe you should give Bitcoin a try.
Okay, so what is a Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a digital token and a fully decentralized global economic network modeled after the internet. What does that mean? Well, you probably have been using the internet for years. Think of Bitcoin as an internet of money, only it's one that you can own shares of today. No one controls Bitcoin, just like no one controls the internet.
So why would you want to own Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin owners are doing very well for themselves as Bitcoin has produced the greatest return on any investment of the 21st century. As you can see here, Bitcoin has gone from just an idea back in 2008 to one of the top 10 financial holdings in the world today.
This is a far cry from where it was when I got started, way back in 2013, when a full Bitcoin could be had for less than $100. Today, Bitcoin sells for $25,000 or more, and this is just the beginning.
The real beauty of Bitcoin is that it's so much more than the world's best investment. It can do so many things nothing else can do at a fraction of the cost and in so much less time. Making money online has never been easier.
Which brings us here to Bitcoin University. Since 2015, we have been teaching people just like you how to start using the greatest invention of the 21st century. Getting started only takes a few minutes if you know how. So who is Bitcoin for? Well, it probably is just right for you. Do you have a savings account right now? How much are you receiving in interest on that money? Less than 2%? How would you like to receive 50%, 100%, 200% a year, or more on your money? This is what Bitcoin owners have been making for years. Now it's your turn to be that savvy, smart investor who did the research, made the right decision, and reached your financial goals using Bitcoin.
For example, just within the first quarter of 2023, Bitcoin value rose over 73%. So if you had $60,000 on New Year's, you would have had over $100,000 by Easter. After entering Bitcoin University, you can create the most powerful investment account on the market in just a few minutes. If you can copy and paste, you can use Bitcoin today.
Now maybe you're saving up for retirement, or you have an IRA. How hard is that money working for you? Maybe you're making 4% a year. 4% is good, but isn't 130% a year what the average Bitcoin owner makes per year better? Think about it.
Do you have credit card debt or student loan debt? Are you looking for a fast, smart way to reduce your obligations? A wise Bitcoin investment can turn your financial situation around and be the answer you've been looking for.
Do you have 20 to 25 years remaining on a mortgage? How would you like to pay that off in 5 years, not 25 years? When you invest in Bitcoin, like Jim Cramer on CNBC did, you can sell some Bitcoin to pay off that home sooner rather than later. Why not reduce your investments in things that put you into debt, like credit card purchases, and start investing in your future using things that can take you out of debt, like Bitcoin?
Now, let's take a look at the investment landscape today. There are a lot of very popular, highly recommended investments out there, but which one is the best investment for 2023 and beyond? Well, let's look at gold. Gold is a very popular investment and has been the world's most popular investment for thousands of years.
Did you know that gold was down last year and is only making about 40% over the last 4 years? So you can make 10 to 15% a year investing in gold. But after taxes and account management fees, how much are you really making with gold? Bitcoin, on the other hand, is up 276% over the last 4 years. That's about 7 times gold's investment returns. Many people refer to Bitcoin as digital gold, which is almost right.
Imagine if gold was better. Imagine if gold had no weight. Imagine if gold could not be stolen, it could only be shared. Imagine if gold could not be diluted or counterfeit. Imagine gold could be transferred to anyone, anywhere at the speed of light. Imagine if gold could buy you a house or a luxury car. Imagine if you could donate gold to your favorite content creator instantly. Only Bitcoin can do all of these things for you instantly and can do so much more. It does things that gold can never do.
Yes, you can have the one asset on earth, more precious and far more useful than gold. This is the future of money. This is Bitcoin. Since its humble beginnings during the Great Recession of 2009, Bitcoin has become a global economic phenomenon, used by over 100 million people worldwide to build businesses, create jobs, mint new digital millionaires, and yes, save countless lives in impoverished third world countries. In fact, why don't we look at this latest fact a little more closely?
Venezuela, once one of the world's leading nations with incredible people, culture, and oil reserves. Today, it has been decimated by hyperinflation since 2017. People have waited in line, sometimes all day, and go home hungry.
The currency has become so worthless and food so scarce, people have killed the animals in the zoo just to eat and picked through the trash of retail stores to find their next meal. Bitcoin was invented not to be an investment, but to help people in dire economic situations just like the ones faced by the people of Venezuela.
You see, articles in the New York Times and the London Guardian have exposed that Bitcoin has helped thousands of people in Venezuela gain something of value, far better than Venezuelan bolivars. People who have worked for and trade Bitcoin have been able to obtain food, toilet paper, and gas, things we in the Western culture take for granted that most people in Venezuela just can't get anymore. there are thousands of people who literally wouldn't be here if it weren't for Bitcoin, helping to feed families and saving lives.
Now do you see why Bitcoin is the greatest invention of the 21st century? Making its owners a lot of money is only the beginning of what a Bitcoin can do. It's time for you to experience the difference a Bitcoin can make for yourself.
Imagine one place where you can quickly and easily learn what a Bitcoin is, how it works, why it works, and what it can do for you. Where everything is explained to you in simple English. A place where you can quickly discover, I can do this.
Welcome to Bitcoin University, where we do one thing and we do it well. We help you get started using Bitcoin quickly and easily. Here's your chance to get started today with this special offer from Bitcoin University.
Have you been putting off your dreams of investing in the next Bitcoin bull run, which is starting right now, but you just don't know where to begin? Well, you're in luck. You should start right here, right now, with your subscription to Bitcoin University Weekly. With Bitcoin University Weekly, you will get the Bitcoin information you need at a price you'll love, so you can start taking control of your financial future and stop missing out on the investment of a lifetime. And for a limited time, you can get started today, free, with our 7-day free trial. When you use the code and address on your screen, you can enter Bitcoin University and receive 30 Ways Bitcoin Changes the Future of Money. Not only will you receive the downloadable book, but you'll also receive the extended video lesson showing you dozens of things a Bitcoin can do for you. You'll also receive Start Accepting Bitcoin in Just 3 Minutes. Only Bitcoin University can get you started using the future of money in just 3 minutes. And you'll receive all of this exclusive information free. In the weeks to come, get more amazing content from Bitcoin University like the 10 Commandments of Bitcoin, 50 Reasons to Invest in Bitcoin, How Bitcoin Changed the World, the Book of Bitcoin, and more. Subscribe to Bitcoin University Weekly for just $9.95 per week. Cancel anytime. Begin your free trial right here, right now at Bitcoin University, the worldwide leader in Bitcoin education and training.
Okay, so we're going to do some Bitcoin Q&A here at Bitcoin University. We're going to answer some of the most popular questions sent in. And we're going to start with this. Evander, you're a professor at Bitcoin University. Can you go over your Bitcoin history and your qualifications to teach at Bitcoin University? Sure. I was a banker on Wall Street from 2008 to 2011 during what we call the Great Recession here in the United States. I saw how the government and the banking system handled macroeconomics in a crisis by printing more currency. Much more currency. I saw this and knew this was not a sustainable long-term fiscal strategy, turning the US dollar into monopoly money. So I fell out of love with being a banker. I left the bank in the summer of 2011, knowing there was a better economic system out there. I just didn't know what it was. I had to find out where this was all going. I discovered Bitcoin in March of 2013 during the fall of Cyprus, when the Cypriot central bank started to collapse and started to take money from the accounts of depositors, people like you and I. The people in Cyprus started putting their money into Bitcoin, and Bitcoin value rose from $20 US to over $200 in just a few weeks. I said this must be what I'm looking for, and the rest is history. I spent the rest of 2013 learning what Bitcoin was, and started working as a Bitcoin news writer in 2014. In 2015, I helped open Bitcoin University, and I also became a certified Bitcoin professional by the DCC, or the Digital Currency Council. I lived on Bitcoin overseas for 4 years and became a certified blockchain expert in 2018 with the Blockchain Council. So after over 10 years in the Bitcoin space, I am skilled enough to teach others how to use the greatest invention of the 21st century. Okay, so the next question is, what is a Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin is quite simply the greatest invention and the greatest investment of the 21st century. Bitcoin is the world's first global decentralized economic system, meaning no one owns it or controls it, much like the internet it is modeled after. So if you like the internet, you're going to love Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is very difficult to describe because it is technology, not something tangible that you can hold in your hand. It's like describing what the internet is, or what Wi-Fi is, to someone who's never used it. Like these inventions, once you start using Bitcoin, you'll wonder why you have been missing out on this amazing invention, being used by over 100 million people around the world. Bitcoin is an app on the internet, like Instagram is an app on your phone. What separates Bitcoin is, it is worth over $500 billion, $500 billion as of this taping. is worth more than Visa and Twitter combined. And this is just the beginning. Now, each Bitcoin is a digital token that can be broken into 100 millionths of a Bitcoin, known as Satoshis. Think of these as pennies. So you don't have to invest in full Bitcoins to get started. You can start with $5 if you want, or you can send $2 billion for just 42 cents worth of Bitcoin if you want. People do it all the time and have used Bitcoin to reach their financial goals for almost 15 years now. Elon Musk and Tesla famously bought over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin in 2021, and many top brands accept Bitcoin for payment every day. So Bitcoin has become the world's most valuable digital asset.
Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Josh. Just here to give you a little information on Bitcoin University. The videos on there are done by Mr. Evander Smart, and what can I say? It's top notch. The videos are very informative, very knowledgeable. You will learn fast, and you will learn what you would need to know to get into your Bitcoining business or starting Bitcoin, or even if you're already into Bitcoin and you just need a little bit more information, Bitcoin University would be the way to go. There are no problems with the site. I was on there, checked out videos, watched them all. I wouldn't change anything. Everything is great. I wouldn't improve anything. I would definitely recommend to anyone new trying to get into Bitcoin or trying to learn a little bit more about Bitcoin. Bitcoin University is the way to go. Thanks.
Now, the next question is, things like the US dollar are backed by the US government. What is Bitcoin backed by? Why should I trust that Bitcoin will be around 5 years from now? Well, Bitcoin is backed by many things. $500 billion in market value, over 100 million users worldwide. Nations have now adopted Bitcoin as legal tender, the world's first and largest blockchain operating system. Many of the world's top brands use Bitcoin for payments. There are hundreds of thousands of miners around the world, tens of thousands of nodes here and even in outer space. And the most powerful computer network in human history was created to protect your Bitcoins. This network is hack-proof, inflation-proof, and debt-free. There are a lot of people who want Bitcoin to collapse and to fail. There have been thousands of hackers trying to steal all of the Bitcoin since 2009. All of these bad actors and opponents have failed and will continue to fail because Bitcoin is superior by design. Being the first economic system designed for the digital age, designed for the internet, it has security options that precious metals, banks, and governments can only dream of as they get hacked on a regular basis. Bitcoin is designed to last for 1,000 years, so we're just getting started. Bitcoin cannot be uninvented, so Bitcoin is here to stay. Bitcoin is here to lead the financial world into the 21st century through decentralization, superior technology, and sound economic policy for all. Now, there is a narrative being pushed in the mainstream that Bitcoin is somehow bad for the environment. Is this true? Not only is this narrative fake news, but the truth is quite the opposite. A great argument can be made that Bitcoin is the world's most earth-friendly global economic system. According to the Bitcoin Mining Council, which manages about half of the global Bitcoin hash rate, Bitcoin uses about the same amount of energy around the world as the world's use of Christmas lights. And that's a fraction of the energy other top global economic networks use. They also report that around 60% of all Bitcoin mining energy comes from green energy sources like wind, solar, hydroelectric power, waste energy, even energy from volcanoes, is now used to power Bitcoin mining rigs. 60% green energy usage makes Bitcoin 3 times greener than national governments, and many times greener than a corporate banking system. Where you get this kind of information about Bitcoin is very important. People who say Bitcoin is bad for the environment have never owned a Bitcoin, much less mined a Bitcoin. So always consider the source.
I thought Bitcoin University's website was super easy to navigate through for a few reasons. One being the clean background that it has. I like the white background with the font that they used. I thought it looked really fresh and modern. Also, there was just the right amount of information. When I'm coming to a website, I don't want to be bombarded and feel like I'm overwhelmed. It's too much to look through and then I'll just put it aside. I don't even want to deal with it. So for me, this just had enough information to get me interested and want to learn more. So for all of these reasons, I would 10 out of 10 recommend Bitcoin University to my family and friends. In fact, I'm probably going to do so this week.
The next question is Bitcoin competing with the US dollar, or will it someday replace the US dollar? Okay, so the answer is no. Bitcoin is not here to compete with the US dollar. Well, why not? Well, for several reasons, but primarily, while in most nations around the world, you can still use Bitcoin as currency, in the United States, the IRS regulates Bitcoin as property for tax purposes. So at least in the United States, Bitcoin is no longer a digital currency, at least since 2014. Here, Bitcoin is the world's best digital asset. So if it does compete with anything, it would be with things like gold, silver, stocks, bonds, and ETFs. Michael Saylor, a major investor in Bitcoin, made this great analogy. He said Bitcoin is like buying city blocks in Manhattan 200 years ago. How wealthy would you and your family be if you owned an entire block of Manhattan real estate today? The difference between Bitcoin property and Manhattan real estate is Manhattan can be used by 5 million people at a time. Bitcoin can be used by 5 billion people at a time. So Bitcoin will be worth so much more in the long run. The way the US dollar is inflating at a record rate, don't be surprised if the US dollar collapses in the years to come. If the dollar does collapse, don't blame Bitcoin. Policymakers created quantitative easing back in 2008 to fix the Great Recession. The fact of the matter is the US dollar is sinking, collapsing in real time, like the Great Titanic did in 1912. Bitcoin is just a little lifeboat picking up the survivors and bringing them to safety. Bitcoin empowers people who the US dollar cannot help anymore. Bitcoin cannot replace the US dollar, but Bitcoin can save the US dollar. And we go over how here at Bitcoin University. And finally, what should our new Bitcoin University Weekly members expect in their 7-day free trial at Bitcoin University Weekly? First, we'll send you the book, 30 Ways Bitcoin Changes the Future of Money, where we go over dozens of things a Bitcoin can do for you. Then we'll send you the 45-minute video lesson for 30 Ways Bitcoin Changes the Future of Money, where I break down in further detail the important benefits Bitcoin brings to its owners. And you'll receive the video lesson, Start Accepting Bitcoin in Just 3 Minutes. It takes only 3 minutes to start using Bitcoin today, if you know how, and you will when you enter Bitcoin University. In week 2, you'll receive the book, 50 Reasons to Invest in Bitcoin, and the video, What is a Bitcoin?, where I go into detail on why Bitcoin was invented and what it is here to do for you. In week number 3, you'll learn the rule number 1 in Bitcoin, and you'll receive the video, How does Bitcoin compare to the world's best investments? And in week number 4, you'll receive the digital scroll and the video, The 10 Commandments of Bitcoin. Every week, we'll send you new content to help you start understanding and using Bitcoin fast for an affordable weekly price. Cancel anytime. There's never been a better time to enter the future of money, so why don't you start here, now, at Bitcoin University?
Have you been putting off your dreams of investing in the next Bitcoin bull run, which is starting right now, but you just don't know where to begin? Well, you're in luck. You should start right here, right now, with your subscription to Bitcoin University Weekly. With Bitcoin University Weekly, you will get the Bitcoin information you need at a price you'll love, so you can start taking control of your financial future and stop missing out on the investment of a lifetime. And for a limited time, you can get started today, free, with our 7-day free trial. When you use the code and address on your screen, you can enter Bitcoin University and receive 30 Ways Bitcoin Changes the Future of Money. Not only will you receive the downloadable book, but you'll also receive the extended video lesson showing you dozens of things a Bitcoin can do for you. You'll also receive Start Accepting Bitcoin in Just 3 Minutes. Only Bitcoin University can get you started using the future of money in just 3 minutes. And you'll receive all of this exclusive information free. In the weeks to come, get more amazing content from Bitcoin University like the 10 Commandments of Bitcoin, 50 Reasons to Invest in Bitcoin, How Bitcoin Changed the World, the Book of Bitcoin, and more. Subscribe to Bitcoin University Weekly for just $9.95 per week. Cancel anytime. Begin your free trial right here, right now at Bitcoin University, the worldwide leader in Bitcoin education and training.
I just took some time to review the website for Bitcoin University. I think it's absolutely fabulous. I wish it would have existed several years ago so that I could have really taken advantage of all the information then. I would definitely recommend this brand to others as I believe in the content, and I think that anybody could take advantage of the lessons presented here. Thank you.
So now it's your turn. We can't tell you Bitcoin will make you rich. All Bitcoin University can do is give you the keys to using Bitcoin quickly and easily, and the best Bitcoin practices being used by over 100 million people around the world. The rest is up to you. I've been a part of the Bitcoin community for over 10 years now. What I've seen and heard online is a lot of you out there are not happy at work, not happy at home, and are seeking a purpose, a sense of community in your life. My recommendation is join the Bitcoin community. It will be the smartest, most generous, and most ambitious community in the world. People who use Bitcoin have an incentive to do more, learn more, and earn more, so they can invest in a brighter future using Bitcoin. Here is a golden opportunity to join one of the world's greatest brands and use the world's best technology. Bitcoin University is not financial advice. We are not your financial advisors. Your investments are your responsibility. All we can do is pass along what is working for millions of people around the world after 10 years working in this space. You'll receive the book, 30 Ways Bitcoin Changes the Future of Money. And you'll receive the 45-minute video lesson going into further detail all the things a Bitcoin can do for you. Start accepting Bitcoin in just 3 minutes. Get off to a fast start by watching this exclusive video that shows you how to start accepting Bitcoin in just 3 minutes, only available here at Bitcoin University. You know what? I think I'm going to throw in a special bonus video for you just for this special TV offer. If you use the information on your screen and enter Bitcoin University now, you will also get the official Bitcoin University price forecast for 2023 through 2026. In closing, Jim Rohn once said, "A formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune." Don't let high school be the end of your education. The greatest investment of the century is here, and now is the perfect time to start using it. So what are you waiting for?
So use the information on the bottom of your screen. You will never regret understanding the future of money. You can do this. Bitcoin University can help.
Thank you for watching.
Hi, my name is Jean, and I would like to tell you about Bitcoin University. The content is easy to understand, and it's helpful to new Bitcoin users like myself. There are videos that you can download, but I love the language. There's nothing that's hard to navigate on Bitcoin University. I would recommend Bitcoin University to my friends and family. They're the masters, and they're the ones to try.
Have you been putting off dreams of investing in the next Bitcoin bull run, which is starting right now, because you just don't know where to begin? Well, why don't you enjoy a 7-day free trial to Bitcoin University Weekly, the online Bitcoin education course from Bitcoin University. Start your 7-day free trial at Bitcoin University with the video Start Accepting Bitcoin in just 3 minutes, and you'll also receive the book 30 Ways Bitcoin Changes the Future of Money, absolutely free. Here's what people who use Bitcoin University have to say.
I would 10 out of 10 recommend Bitcoin University to my family and friends.
Bitcoin University.
Bitcoin University is the way to go.
I would recommend Bitcoin University to my friends and family. They're the masters, and they're the ones to try.
In the weeks to come, get more amazing content from your Bitcoin University weekly subscription, like the 10 Commandments of Bitcoin, 50 Reasons to Invest in Bitcoin, the Book of Bitcoin, and more for just $9.95 a week. Cancel anytime. Visit BitcoinUniversityWeekly.com and discover all that Bitcoin can do for you.
Have you been putting off dreams of investing in the next Bitcoin bull run, which is starting right now, because you just don't know where to begin? Then why don't you start right here, right now? Scan the QR code on your screen and visit bitcoinuniversity.org, the best place to discover all that a Bitcoin can do for you. Last year, Bitcoin rose more than 100% in value, and this is just the beginning. Now you can enter the future of money with an exciting offer from Bitcoin University. Would you like $50,000 in Bitcoin? Bitcoin University is proud to present the Bitcoin University Sweepstakes, where you can win $50,000 in Bitcoin. No purchase is necessary. Just visit bitcoinuniversity.org or scan the QR code and fill out the entry form. From the Bitcoin University Masterclass, which teaches you how to use Bitcoin after attending just one class at Bitcoin University, to the Book of Bitcoin, which answers this year's biggest questions about Bitcoin, to the Bitcoin Owner's Manual, which reveals all that a Bitcoin can do for you. Bitcoin University is now taking entries for the Bitcoin University Sweepstakes, where you can win $50,000 in Bitcoin from Bitcoin University. Listen to what our students have to say about Bitcoin University.
I would 10 out of 10 recommend Bitcoin University to my family and friends.
Bitcoin University is the way to go.
I would recommend Bitcoin University to my friends and family. They're the masters and they're the ones to try.
Just scan the QR code or visit bitcoinuniversity.org to enter the Bitcoin University Sweepstakes right now. Discover all that a Bitcoin can do for you at bitcoinuniversity.org.